I was 7 when I turned on the TV and saw Mariah Carey performing live in front of a crowd of 30,000. And right at the end of her performance, the entire audience erupted into thunderous applause. I was transfixed. At the age of 7, watching that, I thought to myself, how can one person gain so much adoration? I wanted it too. I remember standing on the sofa that was near the window, like it was my stage, and I looked into the sky and declared that I want to be a superstar. So I did what it took. I stepped into the entertainment industry at a young age. But instead of living the dream, the one common thing that I kept hearing people from the industry say about me was that I'm a blank piece of paper, 我是一张白纸, someone with no personality. I was very sad about it. I didn't know how to take it. But if I'm being honest, I want it to matter to people. But in this world, if you're not loud enough, you won't gain attention. And I'm just someone that's quiet, like a cat. So as I grew up, I constantly felt the tension between who I was, who others wanted me to be, and who I felt I needed to be. And in the midst of all this struggle, I completely lost myself. I just didn't know who I was anymore. It was when I came to the end of myself that I decided to turn to God for answers. He said to me, you don't have to be somebody else that you're not in order to be liked. Begin from a place of honesty. Don't try to be extra nice to people. Don't try to keep up with appearances. But there was one area in my life that I refused to talk to God about, and that is why people in the industry kept calling me a blank piece of paper. 9 years ago, I was called a blank piece of paper. 9 years later, I was still called a blank piece of paper. Why? Why am I a blank piece of paper? I don't understand, and I'm trying very hard. But why am I still a blank piece of paper? I felt very hopeless and in desperate need of hope. One afternoon, I poured out my heart to Papa God. And to my surprise, He also said that I'm a blank piece of paper. But He said this to me, your pages may be empty, but they are white as snow. You begin with me. I am the author of your life, and I will write out your pages. And for the first time, I recognized that being a blank piece of paper doesn't have to be a bad thing. A blank piece of paper, it's white, it's clean, and that means I can truly begin again. And I don't have to care so much about what others think about me, and let God define who I am. When I look back now, I know my identity crisis happened because I did not put my trust in God. I counted on man to make me a success, and I thought I had lost all hope and even wanted to leave the industry. But I found hope in God. I can truly begin again, and this time with Him. We invite you to come to the Celebration of Hope happening from the 17th to the 19th of May 2019 at the Singapore National Stadium. We'll see you there.